My goal in 2025 is to film more YouTube videos, document more about life. I want to document some travel. I want to document more of what I'm up to and what my plan is to develop and grow as a storyteller. And something that keeps coming back, keeps showing up is the fear of being perceived. And it's such a scary thing, right? To be out in public and you have eyes on you while you're filming. You have a camera set up across from you. You have people that you don't know. And there's this weird dichotomy of you're filming something, you're sharing a story that you want to post online with others to help them so they can see what you might be going through, so they can relate, connect with you. And then at the same time, when it gets to the filming part of being out and filming, recording, and being vulnerable in that space, things can get weird and get cringy. And that's the part that I have slowly gotten away from and I have gotten less comfortable with. And so that's something that I'm working on. And basically in this video, I'm going to go over why it's important to get over that block and why it's important to film yourself. Essentially, in the time we have together here, I want to show why it's important to share your story, why it's important to get over that hump and bridge a gap to help others to show. And I'm going to show you exactly, I'm going to walk you through exactly what I've been doing that's been helping me, and hopefully you'll find value in it as well. So what ways are there to get over being perceived in public and sharing your story? One of the main things that comes up for me a lot is start where you're comfortable with, right? It doesn't have to be an airport setting. I just think that if I'm gonna get over a fear of something, I wanna dive in as heavy as I can. And you know, everyone's gonna have their own method to that. But one thing inside of that is if that's not you, start in your room, start in your car, start in a more secretive, private location where you feel comfortable sharing, where you feel safe to share your story, safe to share what content you want to make. Start there and scale up. And the more you scale up, the more opportunity that comes up, the more places you can film. And I think that's where we start, right? The second piece is getting back to why are you sharing your story, or why are you deciding to film in a public place at all? What is the purpose of what you're putting out there? And for me, this directly coincides with what I wanted to share is it's okay to film in a space where there's people you don't know. There's a lot going on, and the purpose has to be more than the perception of what might be going on around you. Because at the end of the day, none of these people actually care what I'm doing. They're all going to their own flight. They're going to, Mexico. They're going to Moscow. They're whatever. They're going somewhere. And they're going to see me for a second, and then they're going to go, okay, erase from memory. And I think that's an important thing to keep in mind as you're filming in these places, that everyone has their own things going on. And even if they do maybe recognize you, it's in and out. And that kind of passes like that guy. Also, another big thing is just staying consistent. The more that you get out there and do this, the more you get out and tell your story and film in public, the more you're gonna see that it's not as big a deal as you think. It's not the end of the world, and you're gonna get to make really good content. You're gonna get the shots you want to get in public. You're going to have more at your disposal. So again, build slowly. Start with, maybe that looks like just bringing your iPhone around. Incredible camera. Bring that with you. Film your experiences day to day. Maybe it's a vlog style. Maybe it's no talking. Maybe it's not a mic. Wherever you're comfortable at, start at that intersection and work your way up. But the main goal is you got to stay consistent, and you can't let too much time pass between when you record something and when you upload it. Those need to go hand in hand, because sometimes footage sits in the SD card for far too long, or it sits in a project that we started but never finished for far too long, and then we never finish it because we pick up another project, or client work picks up, or maybe we don't think that's an important story anymore, but you took the time to sit down, you took the time to draft. It's important to share what you're making. So, candidly, this if I can share in real time, I'm very excited that I'm able to have set this up and really run this and connect on this pretty off rip. This was a video that basically I have in my computer where I draft all of my content ideas. This was going to be for 5, 6, 7 weeks down the road, and I hadn't even drafted it out yet. I just had the concept down, right? This is something I wanted to speak on. And I was at the airport, and I thought, you know what better place to set up and speak on what I'm doing to film in public than this airport? Like, why not just jump out ahead of it and start making this video? So I sat down right in this chair here, scripted it up in about 30 minutes, and it was something that I really wanted to get out before I hopped on my connecting flight back to New York. So I still have, see, this took a lot longer than anticipated. Now my flight leaves in 55 minutes. So that's great work. But basically, bottom line, bring your camera out, share your story. It's not that big a deal. You're gonna get through it. I appreciate you for watching this video, and stick around for more. Peace.